Okay, this is the love working. Uh, I have some personal effects belonging to the client and also belonging to the target. This is perfect for skull candle work. So I have this red skull candle. Now that's been baptized in the target's name. So I have a special way of doing this. Just go with what suits you. I don't do it, like a Christian baptism. I have my own little way of doing that, and I may do a video on that to show you. Uh, or there may actually be a video on the channel. I don't remember. But if you're going to do this, my advice to you is you're going to need some sort of smoke, as in cigarette smoke, cigar smoke, incense, or whatever. Because when you're working a skull candle, you need to disguise yourself. Because I'm doing this, and it's early in the morning, as in probably everyone is sleeping, and that is the reason why I'm doing it, because I'm going to push some thoughts into the subconscious mind of the target. So I like to, when I turn my candle, I always turn my candle clockwise. I'll show you later. And I like some form of smoke so that it disguises me. And let's just say the person goes for a reading or whatever. To me, it's a smoke screen. I'm hidden, and hopefully I won't show up in any readings. We're calling on Sallos. Sallos is a spirit from the Goetia. Just a little bit of info on Sallos. Sallos is a duke. His metal is copper. His planet is Venus, which is good because, being a Venusian spirit, good for love and all that. Two of Swords is the tarot card. The 19th spirit is Sallos. He is he is a great and mighty duke and appears in the form of a gallant soldier riding on a crocodile with a ducal crown on his head. He is very peaceable. He causes the love of woman to men and men to woman. So he works both ways and governs 30 legions of spirits. That's the sigil. I use the other one. I only have a tiny one at the moment. So I use that little one there. I print it off and I call him via the N as I'm writing and drawing over the little lines. So, moving on. I've put a hole in the back of this skull candle because what I'm going to do is put some hair that the client sent me, and I'm not using it all. The thing is, when clients send me bits and pieces in the mail, I will not use them all in one job because you just don't know when you're going to need some more bits and pieces. So I like to save. At the end of the day, you just need a tiny amount. I'm sure you can't see that. That's hair, and that is going into the candle. So it personalizes things, if you know what I mean. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to be doing a lot more. It won't be just one candle. So I'm going to need more hair, obviously. So I want to try and push this in here. To make sure we get it in. It's a bit fiddly because it's so hard to see in this damn room. One moment. Okay, so I finally got it in, and the client also sent me like a napkin with lipstick on it, so that helped as well. And I've pushed that in to the back of the skull candle as well. Now, like I said, I've baptized it. I've put his name across the forehead of the candle, and I've put her name, her date of birth, and a petition. I've got a petition basically that she will think about him and reconsider things, and come to him, dream of him, all the rest. And I will be taking a good 15 to 20 minutes out every morning, and I will be working on the candle and pushing in the suggestions. So that's what's going to happen. And we've called forth Sallos for help in reconciliation, because Sallos is an excellent spirit. Amon is another one. and Sallos is really good that way. I've also got the urge to call forth Citry for some reason. I need to discuss it with the client first because I don't know how the client feels about that. But lust is always good too, because Citry is a spirit of lust. He's a prince of of lust, and when Citry gets involved, he can bring a lot of lust into the equation. And lust is good because it's a stepping stone to better things. It's a stepping stone to a relationship kind of thing. So anyway, we'll start off with Sallos, and we'll see how things go. So these flowers, these were on the Holy Death's altar, and I thought I'd use them in this spell. Sorry, I just found another little bit of hair. I'm just going to make sure I use it all up. I really hate wasting anything. Excuse me, I know this is very fiddly, so please bear with me. I really want to get it done. Okay, now everyone's different about how they work these candles. So each to their own is what I say, but for me, I like to put some honey, a little bit of honey, not too much, because the candle, you may have difficulty getting the candle to light, but in a clockwise motion, if you're into that, I like to put a little bit clockwise. I always make sure the eyes as well, just a little bit. You don't have to go overboard. It's just to me, it makes the candle a little bit hard to light. So I'm putting on a little bit of love oil that I make myself. It's like Stay With Me oil. What have we? I did put some rose water over that candle to bless it. You could use Florida water or holy water. That's Love Me oil. Okay, a little bit of this is like a Come To Me oil. Which doesn't want to come out. It's fine. Let's see. Some rush oil. Okay. Okay. A little bit of that paste powder. Don't make too much of it, just to keep both of them, from arguing and stuff. But I don't think these two people argue much. I think it's because of the third party. It's putting pressure on the situation. Follow me. Follow me. Sorry, follow me, girl. What am I looking for? A little bit of ginger, just to keep up the sexual side of things. No, convince oil, because we want to sway her in our direction. A little bit of control oil too. Just go with what you have. You don't need all these. Right, let's see what we've got. I think a little bit of calamus. Sorry, I'm stretching over everything as usual. I need to organize this place a bit better, just to give it a bit of a nudge, because I think the situation needs a bit of a push. So a bit of calamus root. Okay. What else do I need? calamus root. I've got that, and I like to use it's a little bit of dirt from around the church. Even though I'm not that religious, I just find it's nice to use. Because I don't know, I just find it works. It seems to boost the spells, so I mean, who am I to argue? It's a mix of some white sugar that I use specifically for love work. It's a mix of white rose petals and white sugar and some catnip. So that's it. I'm not doing any more. So that's the petition. That'll go under the plate because obviously we don't want a fire. That little sigil will probably go under the plate too, but for the moment I'll just set it there. So please be careful when you're burning these candles. You don't want a fire, so just be very, very careful. So what I'm going to do is light her up. So it's important when you do this, it's important to basically, oh, that is so hot. It's important to state whatever it is that you want. So at the moment, we want this woman. So I'm going to say her name into myself. And I'm saying you will think of a client. He is the only man for you. Dream of him. Realize he is the one. He's the only one. Break things off with the other guy. Leave him. Find the courage and the strength to leave. Walk away. You have a better life with the client. It's time to go. It's time to make that decision. You must make that decision in order for a better life. A life with stability, true love, and peace of mind. You must leave the other one and come to, I'm saying his name, in the name of Sallos and in the name of Most Holy Death. This will happen. So I will do this for a good 15 minutes. I will sit in front of this candle and I will turn and turn and turn. But I will also make little suggestions, but I can't do it at the moment because it's very private to the client, if you know what I mean. It's very private, and I can't go into details. And I want to work this candle. I don't want to say the names out loud. I don't want to say them into myself. But it's just things like, he is the one for you. It's time to make that decision. It's time to do it, to stand up, make the decision. You'll have a much better life. Finally realize that he is the one for you. You dream of him. He's in your dreams. You have a beautiful life together with both of you. Both of you have a beautiful life together, a wonderful future. See that future. Realize that he is the one. Don't be stuck in this dead-end relationship. You have nothing in that relationship, nothing at all. This is your chance at true love. Your only chance to have a man that truly cares for you, a man that thinks the world of you. So leave, make the decision and walk away and come to the client. Come to him now. I'm saying a few things in my head, so excuse the quietness. So you just say whatever you think is the right thing to say. But for me, I know what the client wants. This is a client that I've been working with for a long time. So, this work he's getting done, he's doing it in layers. And it is, to me, I do feel he will get his result because he's doing it in layers, and sometimes you need more than one spell. It's just the way things are. The client himself, he really knows. He's well versed in these things, and in my opinion, he has patience, and he loves this woman dearly, and I think he will be rewarded. So like I said, just keep on going around for that 15 minutes and just telling that head, that skull, it's getting nice and bright. So it is. So I'm just saying, with the 8 of Santissima Morte, uh, with the 8 of Santissima Morte, you will dream of him. I nearly said his name. Oh, you will dream of him. You will only think of him. He will consume, or he will be in your thoughts. He will consume your thoughts. Your love will grow as the days go by. You will have an unbreakable bond. Santissima Morte. Go to him at night. Push in those thoughts as well. I've also called on Duke Sallos beforehand, and I'm just pushing some energy into this. Sorry, that's what I'm doing. I know it looks a bit weird, but I always do this with my hands. You probably haven't seen this before, but that's what I do. It's how I place my hands in like a triangle, and that's me pushing the energy in. So we'll go one last time, and then I'll place it aside because I'm going to work on this again. He is the only one for you. No one else can make you happy. No one else can make you happy like he does. He's in your heart, he's in your soul, and it's fate that brought the two of you together, and you will realize that. You must realize that. It's fate that brought you both together. This man can offer you so much, and you know that. So it's time to act on that. It's time to realize. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave it just there, and I'm going to work on this. So like I said, I like some something like incense going. I'm not fussed on cigarette smoke, to be honest. I much prefer cigars, in all honesty. So you could use a cigar, you could use cigarette smoke, and keep blowing it in between talking to the candle. But I have a lot of faith in this, and also because the whole thing is, like I said, layered. It gives things a better chance at working. So I'm going to pull out a few cards just to see how things are. I'll be back in a minute. Okay. What is that? Oh, sorry. I've got a moth in here with me. So I've asked the cards what's happening between the lady and the guy that she's with at the moment. Not the client, the guy who's a prat. And it looks pretty bad from this angle. We've got the Tower. I actually think things are very close to the edge. I've got the Ring. That's about, as you know, commitment and things like that. But the Coffin is beside it. So the Coffin is all about endings, death. So I think they're on the brink of something big that, that is very negative. And believe me, I can't say much about this situation, but this guy treats this woman like dirt. and she is better away from him completely. He has this poor woman under under so much duress and stuff. It's just morally wrong, and this woman needs to get away and to break free. The tree and the scythe. So I mean, that could be looked at, settling down in life. There's going to be a swift ending to that with this person. It could also mean that she needs to watch her health as well. Sometimes that tree card is a health card, so I just see a lot of turbulence at the moment. But at the good thing is that I think what they've got is about to break. So with a bit of a push, we can see what's happening. Also, I looked at a few more cards just with regards to. I just probed a bit deeper, and hang on, that's strange. That must have popped out, that clover card. So I pulled an extra card because I knew the other card was the heart. So the main card here is the book. That's something like a secret that needs to be coming out into the open. The female, that's the woman, and I've got the fish beside it. So the fish is a money card, or it can be a work card. So she maybe needs to get something off her chest with regards to money or a job. And I know the two of you work together, so that's interesting. I'd be interested in some feedback on that. But I see you and the heart, which is a good thing. You are the man, most definitely. And that clover card is a good card as well. It's a excuse me, it's a luck card and things like that. So if I run all these little cards together, I see some sort of money. I'm not seeing it as an issue. It could be something good. It could be, a job promotion. But I think she needs to tell you whatever it is. She needs to tell you. And then I see you and the heart. Again, that's just basically telling me that you are the correct man for her. She knows this. That's the thing. She knows it. So it's just getting this woman to the right place and giving her the courage that she needs to walk away from this disaster, pure disaster. But I do think she will. Excuse me. I do think she will. I think they are on the cusp of something really big. So don't lose faith at this point. Please don't lose faith at this point. Like I say to everyone, it takes time, and sometimes it takes a few hits. But the spirits, they're not ignoring you. It just takes time to put things into place. And again, there's someone's mental health, and that has to be worked on. So you have the likes of Sallos, and Sallos, will be pushing in thoughts about coming to you and reconciliation and all that kind of thing. And then I've got Holy Death, and Holy Death will be pushing him out. So I think in one of our emails I had discussed with you about petitioning her ancestors, and I actually think that's a really good way to go, and I will do that for you. I just need to send you an email about it. So I think I could do some nice offerings for her ancestors, and we can ask the ancestors to help and step in, because this woman really needs help, and she needs help now. So I think it's a good thing, and it's a good way to go. So I will do that for you. We can petition them and tell them that you are a better choice for her, and for them to help us as well, to make her see sense and open up her eyes. So that's another option, and I think that is a good way to go. Please, 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 come back to me with that one too. So anyone else waiting to hear from me, you will do very soon. Videos are going out very quickly at the moment because I want to do a lot more for the channel, as I've said many times before. So I've put a few bits and pieces, I think, in the comments section to do with testimonials. I will be starting to put them in the community section too. It's just copy and paste jobs, but whatever, it's all I have. So there's still going to be a go live very soon. I just haven't got a date for it. It'll be soon. I don't know when this video will actually go out, to be honest with you. What else was I going to say? Like, share, and subscribe. That's it. And I'll speak to you all again soon.